he can get his guys up and out of bed and get them working early in the morning.
Well, that's one of the things that, many schools have adapted.
Tulane, the best team in the American in turnover margin, in turnovers forced, and in turnovers and contact.
It's an 11-2 run. Great control.
The city, we tasted some of the flavor last night at Emerald's, and just a really neat culture here.
That's even on the glass for them to win today. They are the worst rebounding team in the American, but if they can stay even, that's a win for Ron Hunter.
Thompson through. And really haven't done a good job passing the basketball, penetration, situation, except for Joan threes.
Thompson.
Shaking his head, thought he had a move, instead he'll take it in and gets there.
This is a good run by UCF. They were down 6, now it's tied. Down to 2.
Using Jung's screen, fall away, run.
Mr. Jackson.
He had some athletes at St. Benedict's, I'll tell you that. Not only Rhode Island and Wagner, but at St. Benedict's.
Vision.
Three-point shooting already for UMass. They are 4 of 6 from behind the arc. Thompson, nice drop. Guys on the court. Here's Garrett.
He is quick. Garrett can penetrate. Gutty, he went through that injury yesterday.
Rhode Island works out front. Doughton off to Thompson. He'll drive hard to the glass.
Doughton rises up. Long rebound goes to Thompson. He dives back into the lane and works.
Excellent movement against this matchup zone of Tulane. The short corner and then the high post. I dribbled when I stepped to the right, and Dan Hurley agrees with his guard.
Meanwhile, Christion.
In the NCAA tournament.
Thompson found himself unguarded momentarily in a
5 freshmen. They return just 2 scholarship players. I know the record's not great. As Thompson, 5 freshmen. They return just 2 scholarship players. I know the record's not great. As Thompson, both worlds. Marcus Millard, perhaps. Oh. Thompson in the game with 4 fouls. Leads Tulane with 17. Thompson, 2 in the rack.
2 minutes in, Tulane looking for its first points. Christion Thompson, yes! And the foul. Thompson in on Achua and gets the roll. Shot clock under 10. Almost a tie-up. No whistle. Thompson for 3. Oh, he's stepped. Thompson deep 2.
Get pushed off balance.
Well, there were some Memphis fans that wanted Penny to pick up his first tee. They've been wanting that in Memphis, wanting him to show some anger. Thompson to take the lead. Oh!
Half because of that ankle sprain. Just hasn't quite looked the same since then. Only averaging 5.5 points in his last 6 for the Big Ten. And Joe Lunardi has 10 Big Ten teams in right now.
CA-ish.
Thompson at the
Right now, Tulane doesn't have a low post guy caught. They can get the ball inside and draw some fouls to stop the bleeding.
Jones on the bench with 2.
Chanike is the best offensive player, but they got Robert Chandler helps out. Healthy now. So.
You would say they have a plethora?
Yes.
So you have Sherfield out there now with Dennis, Fernandez, Trey Wade, and Jamie Etching. Lighting the fuse for the Wichita State Shockers today. As Bjorn Midgård draws the foul. Thompson.
Very consistent performance. Tripped up at the foot of Notre Dame, but it wasn't intentional. No foul called. Possession Tulane.
Thompson against Rose. Off balance.
Thompson played very aggressively. He's been the best player.
Where Thompson's always exploring. Wow.
Oh, what an angle that was.
SMU extends its largest lead. Thompson.
Line out of bounds. Walker got it inbounds. Thompson with a strong drive. Collins, great hustle. That's a great example of how hustle on one end can lead to a fuck. Using the screen by Davis. Skip past Thompson. Three ball.
Thompson, a lot of contact.
Wow. American is that SMU is back on track under Jack. He's doing a tremendous job.
That's going to be an and one.
Lane has that one three-pointer that is fallen, and that little just made the three a moment ago. Into the lane for Thompson.
In college basketball when it really shouldn't be. I transferred jobs. Thompson.
Ron Hunter talked about closing games out on the road. You think about that at the end of the game. Yep. This is an important stretch right here for Tulane. You played good enough to have a lead going into the half. You want to extend this lead.
And extend their...
Now Thompson for three. And that's why Dan Hurt go. Thompson end to end, and he lays it in, and Ron Hunter.
A few minutes to go, they're doing a good job rebounding the ball.
Thompson, strong drive.
Look for Memphis to trap the ball screen. They're going to come off the ball screen. They're going to blitz them and try to create some turnovers.
Thompson drains it.
That one right there.
Right down the lane.
That charge, you're going to spread them out like that, and you have to close out. You got to take a charge.
Lawson. Oh, nice hesitation.
Oh, nice.
And one chance. Cats having a fantastic year. Big win over Kansas.
Yeah, Jay Wright's superb. Love what Ron Hunter.
This is Thompson. Almost had a double-double yesterday. Takes the first three of the game and can't that shot.
I think the scowl is pretty much perpetual.
At least when the game's going. Knocked in. All tied up at 22 here in D.C. These two played close games yesterday. Tulane's right down to the wire. And again, Thompson.
Lawson on the last miss, a steal by Thompson. Reverse layup, good.
Lawson's not scored. He's a really good scorer. Left wing Greenway. There's a drive down inside, shot up and on the rim, goes in for the driving tunnel. Back out front, step back three on the way, and it's good by the Greenway.
What looks like a globetrotter routine. You know how they keep passing the ball around the horn and keep it outside? No look to go inside, and then the Jags turn it over.
Thompson knocked it loose. He gets it back. He scores.
Wave with the basketball.
Well, there's the first. So the Blue Raiders starting to watch a little too much. But we're seeing them come out of their shell, but you got to still have the choice. Not a bad choice at all. I think they're going to continue to get better. We'd be talking about those Villanova poorly.
I tell you what, that man.
With the 11 newcomers on this roster, and part of the reason why they were picked last.
Wow. He is
this year, he's talked about how good his team is and reflects back to his days at
Final Fours. And his roots run deep in Southern California.
Had an impact on this ball game.
Is how you are able to stay in this game. Dayton has to one and done on defensive boards.
Thompson, wild shot.
scored in that one.
That was an aberration. Richmond had 84. Usually it's in the 60s.
Thompson for three. It's good.
Yeah, after only having 17 combined, I believe, in that game.
Wide open three. Out.
Those 5 factors we talked about at halftime are starting to change, and they have been since the halftime ended. Oof.
There's Doughton on the left wing. Feeds to Harris out the top. Spiders on the perimeter defensively early. Long three-pointer from the right side. Back to the front court, the Rams, who will look to be physical tonight. They'll look to play a rugged type of game, and their shoot side can't connect. Quickly back to the front court, the Rams, who will look to be physical tonight. They'll look to play a rugged type of game, and their shoot.
Good. 20 years ago, I think I'm a little clumsy. Old Bob Huggins might not have been as...
Holy Cross clipped it all the way back to 2.
Three now. It's a 14-5 run over the last 5 minutes plus. Thompson. He's now on the bench to see if Rhode Island takes advantage. Terrell finds Thompson.
Back to Robinson. Thompson will take the three. It's good. To the basket, shot is blocked away, but picked back up by Rhode Island. Shot clock at 10. Thompson for three. It's good.
As you see at the top, Terrell dancing, playing a little bit of the point guard position. He'll play the wings.
We mentioned 5.2 assists a game. Corner 3.
Doubt has it for Rhode Island. Thompson on the move. Lays it in.
That we heard in the opener from Ed Cooley. To the corner.
Led by as many as 12. Rhode Island cut it to 4. It's now 7. And the steal by Thompson.
McGlynn looks for space. Picks up his dribble. Thompson eludes the defense.
Able to throw over the defense and found for McGlynn for the wide open three.
Stolen away by Thompson. Thompson!
Rhode Island is shorthanded, but their point guard is out of the game as well.
And Brown is back in. Thompson working against Brown, decides to launch a three, and it's good.
With a little bit of a makeshift lineup in from what they'd like to be playing with.
Here's Thompson along the baseline, strong.
Sense of confidence among his players by getting some non-conference wins.
Calling for it in the post. Instead, Terrell gets a step. Thompson wide open for three. And now each team.
See, now they're going under that ball screen of Garrett. Garrett's got to still look to shoot that sometimes.
As Johnson couldn't get it to go. Garrett to Thompson. Christion Thompson.
Against Maryland, went 21 of 29 in that game. And now a turnover.
Game. Iverson again with the extra pass finds it
with the ball guarded by Watson. Screen. Watson of Rhode Island for Garrett. To Terrell. 7 on the shot clock. Terrell crossover dribble left side picked up by Hammond. Drives it. Kicks it. 3 on the way.
Watson some early work down low.
By Rhodey against the zone. Bench is having a little bit of an issue blocking Martin off the glass.
Martin very active early on. Going back during those Ds.
It's a big night for Rhode Island. Tries to kind of get past the E.C. Matthews injury and show they can win it.
So far for either side. Doesn't last. Almost got it. Who got a hand on that one? Although he hasn't scored, I'm going to start talking about Jarvis Garrett not scoring because he is really running this offense. Thompson knocks down. It'll be Rhodey and Holy Cross coming up on Wednesday night.